Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into something that affects all of us: how to get our brains to do the things we just don't feel like doing. Whether it's studying, working out, or tackling a big project at work, we all hit that wall where the task feels too daunting or exhausting. But what if I told you there are ways to trick your brain into actually wanting to do these hard things? By the end of this video, you'll walk away with actionable mind hacks that can make even the most difficult tasks feel more manageable. Let's jump right in. One of the most effective ways to trick your brain into doing hard things is to break the task down into smaller, manageable parts. When we look at a big task, it often feels overwhelming, and that feeling makes us procrastinate. But by breaking it into smaller, bite-sized steps, your brain starts to see the task as much more achievable. For example, if you need to write a report, don't think about the entire report all at once. Focus on writing just the introduction, or even one section at a time. Each small step feels like a mini victory, and before you know it, you've built enough momentum to keep going. Your brain thrives on those small wins, and that sense of accomplishment helps propel you forward. Breaking tasks down into smaller pieces not only reduces stress, but also helps you stay motivated. Another great trick is to use the 5-minute rule. This simple but powerful hack involves committing to just 5 minutes of work on the task you're avoiding. The reason this works so well is that getting started is often the hardest part. By telling yourself you only have to do 5 minutes, you lower the barrier to entry. Once you've started, something interesting happens. Your brain gets into a flow state, and often you'll find yourself working for much longer than the original 5 minutes. It's all about overcoming that initial resistance. Even if you only work for 5 minutes, you've still made progress, and that's a win. The 5-minute rule is a powerful way to trick your brain into getting started without feeling overwhelmed by the size of the task ahead. Let's face it, our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain, which is why we often put off tasks that feel boring or hard. That's where the third tip comes in: make the task fun. Adding an element of enjoyment can change how your brain perceives the task. For instance, if you're cleaning the house, put on your favorite playlist and turn it into a mini dance session while you work. Or if you're tackling something like studying or organizing, turn it into a game by giving yourself rewards or setting fun challenges. The idea is to associate the task with something pleasurable so that your brain doesn't resist it as much. When you combine fun with productivity, you're essentially tricking your brain into enjoying the process, which makes completing the task much easier. Visualization is a powerful mental tool that many successful people use, and it can work wonders when it comes to tricking your brain into doing difficult tasks. Before you start, take a moment to close your eyes and visualize yourself successfully completing the task. Imagine how relieved, proud, and accomplished you'll feel once it's done. The key here is that your brain doesn't always distinguish between real and imagined experiences. When you visualize success, you prime your brain to expect a positive outcome, which makes starting and completing the task feel much more doable. Positive visualization helps reduce anxiety around hard tasks and makes them seem less intimidating. You're essentially tricking your brain into thinking it's already on the path to success. Finally, one of the best ways to trick your brain into doing hard things is by offering a reward at the end of the task. Our brains are hardwired to seek rewards and gratification, so by setting up a reward system, you can give yourself something to look forward to. The reward doesn't have to be extravagant. It could be something as simple as a snack, a break, or watching an episode of your favorite show. By rewarding yourself after completing the task, you create a positive association in your brain, which increases your motivation to get started. Over time, your brain begins to connect hard tasks with positive outcomes, making it easier to tackle them in the future. Whether it's a small or big reward, knowing that there's a treat waiting for you at the end makes pushing through the task much more enticing. So there you have it. These 5 tips: breaking tasks down, using the 5-minute rule, making the task fun, visualizing success, and rewarding yourself are simple yet effective ways to trick your brain into doing hard things. Remember, it's all about reducing the mental barriers that stop you from getting started. The next time you're faced with a daunting task, try one or more of these tricks and see how much easier it becomes to get things done. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more brain hacks and productivity tips, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe for more tips on boosting productivity, and check out our other videos for more helpful advice.